Welcome back to another beautiful day in Hong Kong. This morning we've come to a place that's not technically a tourist attraction just yet, but maybe in the future. We are at the old Kai Tak Airport, which was Hong Kong's old airport, and this was where the runway used to be. If you've never seen a video of planes landing at this airport, we've got to insert a clip. I'll turn it to Paulo to tell you about why this is no longer an existing airport.
So the reason why the airport closed was, one, because there was no room for expansion. They wanted to expand their airport and they just didn't have the room for it. They only had one single runway, which the approach was something crazy. The approach was pretty much you had to make what us pilots call a right base landing, pretty much a 90-degree turn to turn into the runway right before touching down, which is just crazy because you're going through all these buildings, and it was just a crazy approach. Not all pilots were able to do that. If I remember correctly, reading, you had to be specially qualified to arrive at this airport because it was so dangerous just because of the buildings.
For one of the busiest and most populated cities in the world, that's kind of insane to only have one runway with a scary approach like that.
The airport was a hub for Cathay Pacific, which is an Asian airline. It closed its doors in 1998, which is the same year that the current Hong Kong airport was opened. And now, where we are right now, was the same exact spot where runway 13 and 31, and now they've turned it into this beautiful area called the Sky Garden. Think of the High Line in New York, with it being also a residential area.
Yeah, it's like an elevated walkway that's a garden as well, and then they're building all of these skyscrapers right next to it. The reason I said it wasn't a tourist hub yet is because there's still a lot of construction going on here. I'd say there's probably 20 buildings here, and only 5 of them are complete right now. And we saw that they're building a subway station here, which would make it easier to get in and out. We had to walk from the Kai Tak station across a bridge, and there was a lot of construction. We basically were walking in a construction area.
We're hopping
hopping
barricades and stuff.
Yeah, so
that's cool.
It'll eventually be really pretty, and I could see this being a tourist attraction. But right now, it's just not. But I mean, we're happy to be here.
Also, right where the parking was of the airport is where they're building, I guess, the newest, biggest soccer stadium that Hong Kong will have. It looked like a futuristic stadium, so yeah, really incredible to walk and see it in person. I've seen it on the maps, but now seeing it in person is it's a whole different thing. But anyways, we're gonna continue walking this.
Then we're gonna head across the water. We're gonna hop on a ferry and go across to a place where I have always seen pictures of and wanted to go, and we're finally going. After a quick ferry ride and a metro stop, we are now at the famous monster building. So I used to be a Tumblr girly, and this is a place that I would see pictures of all the time. Always wanted to come here, and so of course, since we're in Hong Kong, had to stop by and check it out. It's basically called this the monster building just because it looks like monsters, what the internet says, but it's very pretty. I mean, it looks very run down, but that's kind of the vibes it gives. But yeah, this is a popular place. There are lots of people around taking pictures. So we're gonna spend some time here and then get on a train to our next stop. We stopped real quick for coffee and matcha, so we needed something cold. It's very hot outside. So I got the matcha, Paulo got a Kowloon latte, which has a special coffee bean with condensed milk. I'm actually gonna try this. My matcha is good. It's really good. Those beans are like super smooth. It's an excellent cup of coffee. We just had about an hour train ride to Nong Ping 360, which is a popular destination here in Hong Kong. It's basically these cable cars that take you to the top of the mountain. At the top there's a village, there's a monastery, and a big Buddha. So we got our tickets online. We're gonna head up and get in a cable car. Top of the mountain. That was a beautiful like 10 to 15 minute ride in the cable car. Just stunning views of the mountain around. We've now made it to the top and we're gonna go explore. There's a village here, and then of course you can see behind me is the big Buddha, which we're gonna walk to the top of. I think it's like 1,000 steps up there, so a little steep, but we're gonna start exploring and we'll take you with us.
I'm super curious to know why there's a cow here, but there's a cow here. I don't know.
And just like that, we've made it off of the cable car. It was very beautiful at the top. The Buddha was very pretty. We went through the monastery, and then we came back down. I will say it is a little pricey to do it. It's 270 Hong Kong dollars, which is about $35. But the cable car alone makes it almost worth it because it's like 10 to 15 minutes on a beautiful journey up the mountain. So highly recommend this if you come to Hong Kong. We're now gonna head to the outlet mall that's right here and do a little shopping. the US. We woke up this morning and took 2 train rides to the airport, which is where we are now. We're in the Chase Sapphire Lounge, which we get access to through our Priority Pass card, which is through my Capital One Venture X card. So we're here. Now it's time to head to our gate to get on the plane back to the US. Sad to be leaving, but super grateful that we got to come here. It was a great trip, a rainy trip and humid trip, but we had a lot of good experiences, and we hope to be back in Asia again soon. But thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. If you do like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help channels like us, and we would love if you would subscribe to our channel if you like this video and you want more videos like it. And with that being said, don't forget to keep adventuring.